Gliscor. It has access to Poison Heal, but it is useless in Regulation MA, because there's no Toxic Orb. Because of that, most people will write Gliscor off. But I just hit Masterball with 2 different builds, and here is what I learned from Gliscor. Gliscor is known as a stall Pokemon, but it has no access to Toxic Orb in Regulation MA, at least at the time of writing and making the video. But I wanted to try Gliscor anyway. It really seems like a fun Pokemon to use and it's one of my favorites. Gliscor has a low base attack stat, which means 1 Intimidate can also be crucial, so you cannot do any more damage because of that. And it has a 4 times weakness to Ice. I tried 2 different sets to succeed with Gliscor anyway. The first thing that I looked at was the move sets. It has got some great moves: High Horsepower, Psychic Fangs, Crab Hammer, Knockoff, Earthquake, U-Turn, Acrobatics, Breaking Swipe. It has got a lot of coverage moves. He also got moves like Sword Stance to raise his attack stats by 2 stages and Tailwind for the supporting move. To build this Pokemon I wanted to play with 4 sets, but due to lack of time I only got 2 sets. That is because the energy and time was just not there. So the first thing I looked at was 2 stab moves, which stand for same time attack bonus, which means it's a flying and ground type. I want to have a flying type move and a ground type move as attack. Obviously we should have protect, because otherwise we are choice scarf. We can do that with U-turn though, but for the sake of this video I'm not going to do the choice scarf, so we want protect. And I wanted the status move, like Sword Stance of Tailwind. I wanted Sword Stance because I wanted to make Gliscor a sweeper. I came to the conclusion that I wanted a high horsepower, a flying move, sword stance and protect. Then I looked at the abilities. Poison Heal was a no-go, like I said, because there's no Toxic Orb. Otherwise I will definitely go for that. Sandfill looked fun. Maybe with a Wide Herb and Acrobatics it was gonna do something. Intimidate will not go in instantly because of the Wide Herb, and then Acrobatics does a whopping 110 base power. That was my first idea. I built around it and then tested it on stream. So the first build was Sandfill plus Tyranitar Sand for the evasionist chance. I also carry the Wide Herb item, so if I get intimidated I get my attack back. Then Acrobatics at 110 base power after Wide Herb is consumed. And it's clever on paper. And if it works, then it works. Here's what went wrong. Sandfill worked fine, just not consistent enough, and Wide Herb did not activate a lot. I think in the 11 battles that I played, it activated once, which was really inconsistent. Because of this, it was just not consistent enough, and I needed something that was more consistent than a Wide Herb item. So I made 3 changes. I removed Sandfill for Hypercutter, I removed the Wide Herb for the Yoshi Berry, and I removed Acrobatics for Dual Wing Beat. Hypercutter does not go in my attack stat whatsoever, so I'm good against Intimidate. Yoshi Berry now gives me more survivability because of the Ice type attacks, and Dual Wing Beat now does 80 base power with 90 accuracy, but this was way more consistent than a 55 base power Acrobatics. The first team that I built is on screen right now. I only swapped Lopunny for Primarina for better matchups in the second team. It is also on screen right now. It's the same team overall, just a different Gliscor build. And the results are in. I hit Master Ball pretty quickly. I did not have the time to play a lot of season, but when I hit Ultra Ball, I wanted to play with Gliscor. So that is when I picked up the team. The team isn't perfect, I still have bad matchups. But the lesson is here. The first build was me trying to make some fun and gimmicky team with the Wide Herb as Sandfill. But the second build was me trying to play Gliscor to its actual strengths. For me, fun is my priority. Results they come in second, but when you build smart, you get both sometimes. I got more insight on how to build with off-meta Pokemon. This is really great for me and my channel, because this channel is all about off-meta Pokemon and how to use them for fun. So if you want to play with off-meta Pokemon and are stuck, I recommend you play first with a rental or Replica Code to get the hang of the game, and then you can go from there. But as team building is extremely hard, it takes some time and it takes a lot of practice. I wanted to try some more builds, just did not have the time and energy to make more builds than these 2. The second team is on screen right now, so people can copy the Replica Code and build the team to their liking. The Replica Code is not just to be there like, oh, this team is perfect, but if you want to try the team and make it perfect yourself, if you love Gliscor, then I recommend you play this team. And build it to your liking, like I said. I want to get better at learning from losses. In the stream, I want to thank everyone that was on the stream and helped me with the live chat, because obviously when you are spectating the game you see more information than actually playing the game. Sometimes it feels like that. I actually got a lot of help from my chat that identified the problems that I couldn't see. Let me also down in the comments below if you have tried Gliscor and want to share some ideas in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of video, consider subscribing, and I will make more videos, I will make more guides, and I will share my story and my journey through YouTube. Have a great day and good luck with your team building. The report is now done. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you want to see me play the Gliscor team, I will likely stream it, or I will make a separate video out of it. If you want that, let me know down in the comments below. This was Robstar-Z. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.